Have you ever thought about how much power your words hold? It's not just about speaking nicely or using fancy language. No, it's much more than that. The words we use, especially when we talk to ourselves, have an incredible ability to shape our lives. They're like magic spells we cast on ourselves every day. The right words can open doors to amazing opportunities, while the wrong ones can keep us stuck in place. This isn't just some feel-good idea. It's a real force that can change your world. Think about it. When you wake up in the morning and say to yourself, "Today is going to be a great day," you're setting the stage for positivity. Your mind starts looking for ways to make that statement true. On the flip side, if you wake up grumbling, "This day is going to be awful," guess what? Your brain will find reasons to prove you right. It's not about lying to yourself or pretending everything is perfect when it's not. It's about using words that empower you, that lift you up instead of dragging you down. But here's the thing. This power isn't just about the big, obvious statements. It's in the little things too. The way you describe your day, your work, your relationships, and most importantly, yourself. Every word you choose is like a brush stroke on the canvas of your life. Are you painting a masterpiece or a mess? The choice is yours, and it all starts with your words. Now let's talk about what's really at stake here. If you don't change how you talk to yourself, your dreams might always stay just that. Dreams. There'll be those pretty pictures in your mind that never quite make it to reality. Why? Because your words shape your beliefs, and your beliefs drive your actions. If deep down, you're always telling yourself you can't do something, how likely are you to even try? But here's the exciting part. When you start using the right words, amazing things can happen. It's like you're planting seeds of success in your mind. These seeds grow into strong beliefs, and those beliefs turn into actions that can make your wishes come true. It sounds simple, and in a way, it is. But that doesn't mean it's always easy. Using the right words means you have to face your inner thoughts. You know, those sneaky negative ideas that pop up when you least expect them. The voice that says you're not good enough, smart enough, or lucky enough. Changing those thoughts can feel scary. It's like cleaning out a cluttered closet. You might find some things you'd rather not deal with. But just like cleaning that closet leaves you with more space and peace, dealing with your negative self-talk clears the way for positive change. Let's dive deeper into this idea of words being like a mirror. Imagine standing in front of a mirror. What you see reflects back at you, right? Well, our words work in a similar way, but instead of reflecting our physical appearance, they reflect how we see ourselves and the world around us. When you constantly say things like, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough," it's like you're looking into a mirror that shows you a version of yourself that's small, weak, and incapable. And here's the tricky part. Your brain believes what it sees in this mirror. So, life starts to show you more situations where you feel like you can't succeed or where you feel inadequate. On the other hand, when you use words like, "I can figure this out," or "I'm getting better every day," you're creating a different reflection. This mirror shows you as capable, growing, and full of potential. And guess what? Your brain believes this too. Suddenly, you start noticing more opportunities to learn and grow. You find yourself tackling challenges you might have avoided before. This mirror doesn't just reflect how you see yourself. It also shows how you view the world around you. If you often say things like, "The world is against me," or "Good things never happen to me," your mirror will reflect a world that seems harsh and unfair. But if you choose to say, "There are opportunities all around me," or "I'm grateful for the good in my life," your mirror starts to show a world full of possibilities and blessings. Remember, this mirror isn't magic. It doesn't change reality instantly, but it does change how you perceive and interact with the world. And over time, those changes in perception and interaction can lead to real, tangible changes in your life. Think about a time when you were really excited about something, maybe a new job or a first date. Your words probably reflected that excitement, right? You might have said things like, "This is going to be great," or "I can't wait to see what happens." That positive outlook likely made you more confident, more open to opportunities, and more able to handle any bumps along the way. That's the power of the word mirror in action. But what if things don't go as planned? What if you face setbacks or disappointments? This is where the real power of your word mirror comes into play. Instead of saying, "I knew this would fail," or "I'll never succeed," you can choose words that keep you moving forward. Try, "What can I learn from this?" Or, "This is just a stepping stone to something better." These words create a reflection of resilience and growth, even in tough times. Now you might be thinking, "But I can't just ignore reality and pretend everything is perfect." And you're absolutely right. The word mirror isn't about denial or fake positivity. It's about framing your experiences in a way that empowers you rather than defeats you. It's about choosing words that acknowledge challenges while still keeping you focused on solutions and growth. So, how can you start changing your word mirror? Start by paying attention to your self-talk. What words do you use most often when you think about yourself, your abilities, and your future? Are they mostly positive, mostly negative, or somewhere in between? Don't judge yourself for what you find. Just notice it. This awareness is the first step to making a change. Next, try to catch yourself when you use negative or limiting words. When you notice them, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, is there a more positive or empowering way I could say this? For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'm so bad at math," you could change it to, "Math is challenging for me, but I'm learning and improving." This small shift can make a big difference over time. Remember, changing your word mirror isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Some days will be easier than others, and that's okay. The important thing is to keep practicing, to keep choosing words that reflect the best version of yourself and the world around you. As you do this, you'll likely start to notice small changes in how you feel and how you approach situations. These small changes can add up to big transformations over time. Your word mirror is a powerful tool for shaping your reality. By choosing words that reflect confidence, capability, and possibility, you're creating a foundation for manifesting your dreams. It's not always easy and it doesn't happen overnight, but with practice and patience, you can harness the incredible power of your words to create the life you want. Let's talk about how to pick the right words to help your dreams come true. It's not just about saying nice things. It's about focusing on what you really want, not what you don't want. This might sound simple, but it's a game changer. Think about this. When you say, "I don't want to be poor," what's the main word your brain focuses on? That's right. Poor. Even though you're saying you don't want it, your mind is still thinking about being poor. It's like telling someone, "Don't think about a pink elephant." What's the first thing they think of? A pink elephant, of course. So, how do we fix this? We flip it around. Instead of saying what you don't want, say what you do want. Change, "I don't want to be poor," to "I want to be wealthy." Now your brain is focusing on wealth, on abundance. It starts looking for ways to make that happen. This works for all parts of your life. Instead of, "I don't want to be lonely," try, "I want to have loving relationships." Rather than, "I don't want to be stuck in this job," say, "I want a fulfilling career." See the difference? You're pointing your mind in the direction you want to go. But it's not just about big life goals. This works for everyday stuff too. Instead of "I hope I don't mess up this presentation," try "I'm going to do my best in this presentation." Instead of "I don't want to be late," say "I'm going to be on time." These small changes in your words can lead to big changes in how you think and act. Now you might be wondering, but what if I don't really believe these positive words? That's okay. The trick is to start small. Don't jump from "I'm broke" to "I'm a millionaire" overnight. Start with something you can believe, like "I'm learning to manage my money better," or "I'm open to new opportunities to increase my income." As you get more comfortable with these words, and as you see small changes happening, you can gradually make your statements more ambitious. Remember, choosing your words wisely isn't about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about framing things in a way that empowers you to take action and make positive changes. It's about creating a mindset that looks for solutions instead of dwelling on problems. So, start paying attention to your words. When you catch yourself using negative language, pause and ask, "How can I say this in a way that focuses on what I want?" It might feel awkward at first, but with practice, it becomes second nature. And as you change your words, you'll start to notice changes in your thoughts, your actions, and eventually, your life. Now that you've learned how to choose the right words, the next step is to really believe in them. This is where many people struggle. They say positive things, but deep down, they don't really believe what they're saying. And here's the thing, your subconscious mind can tell the difference. It knows when you're just saying words and when you truly mean them. Believing in your words is like planting seeds. When you plant a seed, you don't see the plant right away, but you trust that if you water it and give it sunlight, it will grow. It's the same with your words. When you start using positive, empowering language, you might not see changes immediately, but if you keep at it, believing in what you're saying, amazing things can happen. So how do you start believing in your words when things haven't changed yet? It's all about persistence and patience. Keep saying your positive words even if you don't see changes right away. Good things take time to grow, just like that seed becoming a tree. Let's say you've started saying, "I am confident in social situations." But the next time you're at a party, you still feel nervous. Don't give up. Keep saying those words. Your mind is like a record player, and it's been playing the "I'm nervous" record for a long time. It takes a while to get used to the new "I'm confident" record, but if you keep playing it, your mind will start to accept it as the new normal. It's also helpful to look for small signs that your words are working. Maybe you're not suddenly the life of the party, but perhaps you found it a little easier to start a conversation. Or maybe you stayed at the party a bit longer than you usually would. These small wins are proof that your new words are starting to take effect. Another way to build belief in your words is to back them up with action. If you're saying, "I am a healthy person," start doing things that a healthy person would do. Eat a nutritious meal, go for a walk, get enough sleep. These actions reinforce your words and make them more believable to your subconscious mind. Remember, belief is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. At first it might feel like you're pretending or faking it until you make it. But if you keep at it, those new beliefs will start to feel more and more natural. It's also okay to have doubts sometimes. We're human, after all. When doubts creep in, don't fight them or feel bad about them. Instead, gently remind yourself of your new, empowering words. You might even say something like, "I'm learning to believe in myself more every day." This acknowledges that it's a process while still keeping you focused on growth. Believing in your words is about trusting the process. It's about having faith that your mind and your life will gradually align with the new reality you're creating with your words. It might not happen overnight, but with consistent effort and patience, you'll start to see your words manifesting in your life. Now that we've talked about choosing the right words and believing in them, let's dive into something that can really supercharge your words: feeling them. You see, words are powerful, but when you add genuine emotion to them, they become unstoppable. Think about it this way. Have you ever heard a song that was technically perfect, but it just didn't move you? And then you hear another song, maybe not as polished, but the singer's emotion just grabs you and doesn't let go. That's the difference emotion makes. It's the same with the words you use to shape your life. When you say positive things about yourself or your life, don't just say them robotically. Really feel them. Let's say you're using the affirmation, "I am confident." Close your eyes for a moment and imagine what confidence feels like in your body. Maybe your shoulders are back, your head is high, there's a slight smile on your face. You feel strong, capable, ready to take on challenges. Hold on to that feeling as you say the words. This might feel a bit silly at first, especially if you're not used to it. But remember, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. When you combine strong, positive words with real emotion, you're sending a powerful message to your subconscious that this is your new reality. Let's try another example. Say you're working on manifesting more abundance in your life. Instead of just saying, "I am abundant," take a moment to really feel what abundance means to you. Maybe it's the feeling of opening your bank account and seeing a healthy balance. Or perhaps it's the joy of being able to buy something you've always wanted without worrying about the cost. Or it could be the satisfaction of being able to help others financially. Whatever abundance means to you, feel it as you say the words. Now you might be thinking, but how can I feel abundant when I'm worried about paying bills? Or how can I feel confident when I'm nervous about an upcoming presentation? This is where your imagination comes in. Your mind is an incredible tool that can create any feeling you want, regardless of your current circumstances. It might take some practice, but you can learn to generate positive feelings even when your current reality doesn't match up. One way to do this is to recall a time when you did feel the way you want to feel. Maybe there was a time in the past when you felt really confident or when you felt abundant, even if it was just for a moment. Bring that memory to mind and let yourself re-experience those feelings as you say your words. Another technique is to borrow feelings from other areas of your life. Maybe you don't feel confident in your career right now, but you do feel confident in your role as a parent or friend. Tap into that feeling of confidence and apply it to your career affirmations. Remember, the goal isn't to deny your current feelings or pretend everything is perfect. It's about creating a new emotional blueprint that your life can grow into. It's okay if you don't feel 100% positive all the time. Even a small shift in how you feel can make a big difference over time. As you practice feeling your words, you might notice that certain affirmations or statements resonate more strongly with you than others. Pay attention to this. The words that generate the strongest positive feelings are often the most powerful for manifesting change in your life. Feeling your words isn't just about positive emotions either. When you're going through tough times, acknowledging and feeling your current emotions while still using empowering words can be very healing. For example, you might say, "I'm feeling sad right now, and that's okay. I trust that better days are coming." This honors your current experience while still pointing you towards a more positive future. By adding genuine emotion to your words, you're not just programming your mind. You're also changing your energy, and that energy radiates out into the world, affecting how you interact with others and how they respond to you. When you feel confident, people are more likely to see you as confident. When you feel abundant, you're more likely to notice and act on opportunities for abundance. So as you go about your day, using your carefully chosen words, take a moment to really feel them. Let them sink into your body, your heart, your whole being. The combination of powerful words and genuine emotion is like rocket fuel for manifesting your dreams. It might take some practice, but the results can be truly transformative. Now that we've explored how to choose the right words, believe in them, and feel them, it's time to talk about putting them into action. You see, words are powerful, but when you back them up with action, that's when real magic happens. Think of your words as a blueprint for your life. They sketch out what you want to create. But just like an architect's blueprint doesn't automatically build a house, your words alone won't manifest your dreams. You need to take steps, even small ones, to bring your words to life. Let's say you've been saying, "I am healthy." That's a great start. But to really make those words manifest, you need to act like a healthy person. What does a healthy person do? They might eat nutritious foods, exercise regularly, get enough sleep, and manage their stress. By doing these things, you're not just saying you're healthy, you're living it. This doesn't mean you have to make huge, drastic changes overnight. In fact, trying to do too much at once can be overwhelming and might make you want to give up. Instead, start with small, manageable actions that align with your words. For example, if you're saying, "I am financially savvy," you could start by setting aside a small amount of money each week for savings. Or you could spend 10 minutes a day learning about personal finance. These actions might seem small, but they're powerful because they're turning your words into reality. Acting on your words also helps to build your belief in them. When you say, "I am confident," and then take a small step outside your comfort zone, you're proving to yourself that your words are true. Maybe you speak up in a meeting when you usually stay quiet, or you introduce yourself to someone new. Each action, no matter how small, reinforces your new self-image. Remember, it's okay if your actions feel a bit uncomfortable at first. If you've been saying, "I'm not good at public speaking" for years, and now you're saying, "I am a confident speaker," it might feel strange to volunteer for a presentation. But by taking that action, you're breaking old patterns and creating new ones that align with your desired reality. It's also important to be patient with yourself as you act on your words. Change doesn't happen overnight. You might stumble or have setbacks, and that's completely normal. The key is to keep going, to keep aligning your actions with your words, even if progress feels slow. One helpful tip is to create small, daily rituals that reinforce your words. If you're working on manifesting more creativity in your life, you might set aside 15 minutes each day for a creative activity, drawing, writing, or brainstorming ideas. This regular action sends a powerful message to your subconscious that you are indeed a creative person. Acting on your words also involves paying attention to opportunities that arise. When you start using positive, empowering language, you'll likely notice more chances to make those words a reality. It's like you're tuning your mind to a new frequency, and suddenly you're picking up signals you might have missed before. For instance, if you've been saying, "I am open to new career opportunities," you might suddenly notice a job posting that you would have overlooked before. Or a conversation with a friend might unexpectedly lead to a new business idea. By acting on these opportunities, maybe by applying for that job or exploring that business idea, you're actively participating in manifesting your dreams. Remember, your actions don't always have to be big or dramatic. Sometimes, the most powerful actions are the small, consistent ones you take every day. These create new habits and patterns in your life that gradually transform your reality to match your words. So, as you go through your day, ask yourself, what's one small thing I can do right now that aligns with my words? Maybe it's taking a deep breath and standing tall to embody confidence. Maybe it's writing down 3 things you're grateful for to reinforce abundance. Or maybe it's reaching out to a friend to nurture your relationships. By consistently acting in ways that support your words, you're not just talking about the life you want, you're actively creating it. Your words become more than just sounds or thoughts. They become a living, breathing part of your reality. And that's when true manifestation occurs. Now that we've explored the 4 key principles of using words to manifest your dreams, let's put it all into practice with a simple yet powerful exercise. This exercise will help you harness the power of your words and start creating positive changes in your life. Here's what you're going to do. Write down 5 good things about yourself. These could be qualities you already have or qualities you're working on developing. Don't worry if you find this challenging at first. Many of us aren't used to focusing on our positive aspects. Just do your best, and remember, there's no right or wrong answer here. Once you have your list, you're going to turn each of these things into a positive statement about yourself. For example, if one of the good things you wrote down was, "I'm kind to others," you might turn that into the statement, "I am a kind and compassionate person." Now here's where the magic happens. Every morning, as soon as you wake up, you're going to say these 5 statements out loud. But remember, it's not just about saying the words, it's about feeling them too. As you say each statement, take a moment to really feel the truth of it in your body. Feel proud of these positive aspects of yourself. Feel happy about who you are and who you're becoming. This might feel a bit awkward or uncomfortable at first, especially if you're not used to saying nice things about yourself. That's okay. Remember, you're creating new patterns in your mind, and that takes a little time to get used to. Stick with it, even if it feels strange at first. As you do this exercise day after day, you might start to notice some changes. Maybe you'll feel a little more confident. Maybe you'll start to see more evidence of these positive qualities in your daily life. Maybe you'll find it easier to believe these good things about yourself. Here's a pro tip. If you find yourself doubting one of your statements or struggling to believe it, don't give up on it. Instead, modify it slightly to make it more believable. For example, if you're struggling with, "I am confident in all situations," you might change it to, "I'm becoming more confident every day." This acknowledges that you're on a journey of growth and change. Remember, this exercise isn't about ignoring your flaws or pretending to be perfect. We all have areas where we can improve. But by focusing on your positive qualities and regularly reminding yourself of them, you're creating a strong foundation for growth and positive change. As you get more comfortable with this exercise, you can start to expand on it. Maybe you'll add more statements to your list, or maybe you'll start doing the exercise both morning and night. You might even write your statements on sticky notes and put them where you'll see them throughout the day. The key is consistency. Do this exercise every day, even on days when you don't feel like it. In fact, those are the days when it's most important. By consistently feeding your mind with positive words about yourself, you're gradually reshaping your self-image and, in turn, your reality. This exercise is a powerful way to start harnessing the manifestation power of your words. It combines all 4 keys we've discussed: choosing positive words, believing in them, feeling them, and acting on them. In this case, the act of saying them out loud every day. As you practice this, you're laying the groundwork for bigger changes in your life. As you start to use the power of words to manifest your dreams, you're likely to face some challenges along the way. This is completely normal and it's actually a good sign. It means you're making changes and growing. Let's talk about some common obstacles you might encounter and how to overcome them. One of the biggest challenges you might face is doubt. Some days, you might not believe your positive words. You might say, "I am confident," but inside, you feel anything but confident. When this happens, it's important not to get discouraged. Remember, you're rewiring years of thought patterns, and that takes time. On days when doubt creeps in, try this. Instead of forcing yourself to believe something you're struggling with, add a growth-oriented phrase to your statement. For example, "I am learning to be more confident every day." Or, "I am open to becoming more confident." This acknowledges where you are while still pointing you in the direction you want to go. Another challenge you might face is consistency. It's easy to be excited about using positive words when you first start, but keeping it up day after day can be tough. Life gets busy, you might forget, or you might just not feel like doing it some days. To overcome this, try linking your word practice to something you already do every day. Maybe you say your positive statements while brushing your teeth or while waiting for your coffee to brew. By attaching it to an existing habit, you're more likely to remember and do it consistently. You might also encounter resistance from others. Maybe your friends or family aren't used to you talking about yourself in such a positive way. They might even make jokes or try to bring you back down to earth. This can be discouraging, but remember, your journey is your own. You don't need anyone else's permission to think positively about yourself. If you're facing resistance from others, you might choose to keep your word practice private at first, or you could explain to your loved ones what you're doing and why it's important to you. Often, when people understand, they become more supportive. Another challenge is the temptation to use negative words when things go wrong. When you face a setback or a disappointment, it's easy to fall back into old patterns of negative self-talk. This is when your word practice becomes most important. In these moments, consciously choose to use words that empower you rather than defeat you. Instead of "I always mess things up," try, "This didn't go as planned, but I can learn from it." Instead of "I'll never succeed," say, "This is a temporary setback on my path to success." Remember, using positive words doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about framing challenges in a way that keeps you moving forward instead of getting stuck. You might also find that some areas of your life are easier to use positive words about than others. Maybe you can easily say positive things about your friendships, but struggle when it comes to your career. That's okay. Start with the areas where it feels more natural and gradually expand to the more challenging areas. Lastly, you might face the challenge of impatience. You're using positive words, but you're not seeing changes as quickly as you'd like. In these moments, remind yourself that manifesting your dreams is a process. Just like a seed needs time to grow into a tree, your words need time to create changes in your life. Keep in mind that changes often happen gradually, and you might not notice them at first. It can be helpful to keep a journal of your journey. Write down your positive statements and any small changes or wins you notice. Over time, you'll be able to look back and see how far you've come. Remember, every challenge you face is an opportunity to strengthen your word practice. Each time you choose a positive word over a negative one, each time you persist in your practice, even when it's hard, you're building the power to manifest your dreams. As we wrap up our journey into the world of words and their power to manifest dreams, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. We've discovered that words are not just sounds or symbols on a page. They're powerful tools that can shape our reality. We started by understanding that the words we use, especially when talking to ourselves, act like a mirror. They reflect our beliefs about ourselves and the world around us. By choosing positive, empowering words, we can start to change that reflection. We learn the importance of not just saying positive words, but truly believing in them. Like planting seeds, we need to nurture our words with faith and patience, knowing that growth takes time. We explored how feeling our words can supercharge their power. By adding genuine emotion to our positive statements, we send a powerful message to our subconscious mind and the universe at large. We also discovered the crucial role of action in manifesting our dreams. Words are the blueprint, but our actions are what bring that blueprint to life. Even small, consistent actions can lead to big changes over time. Through our practical exercise, we learned how to start harnessing the power of words in our daily lives. By focusing on our positive qualities and regularly affirming them, we can gradually reshape our self-image and our reality. And finally, we acknowledged that this journey isn't always easy. We'll face doubts, inconsistency, resistance, and impatience. But we also learned that these challenges are opportunities for growth and that persistence is key. Remember, the power of your words doesn't lie in some magical property of the words themselves. The power lies in you, in your ability to choose your words consciously, to believe in them, to feel them, and to act on them. Your words are the paintbrush, and your life is the canvas. With each word you speak or think, you're adding strokes to that canvas. What kind of masterpiece do you want to create? As you move forward from here, carry this knowledge with you. Be mindful of the words you use, both out loud and in your thoughts. Choose words that empower you, that inspire you, that move you towards your dreams. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate small victories. And most importantly, keep using your words to paint the life you want to live. Your journey with the power of words is just beginning. Each day is a new opportunity to harness this power, to manifest your dreams, and to become the person you want to be. Your words are your power. Use them wisely, use them often, and watch as they help transform your life in amazing ways.